So we're here with Broc Lane, Utah State tight end. Got to ask you your questions, not Ike's questions. When I was going through the roster in the offseason, I kind of made the assumption that you didn't have any eligibility left, but obviously I was wrong. How did kind of the math work on that as far as, because you go all the way back to 2020.
Right.
I guess what's the math on you having the extra years of eligibility? And I guess, do you have another one after this?
So 2020 was COVID year.
Yeah.
2021 tore my ACL in fall camp, so I used a medical that year. So 2022 would have been my freshman year, 23 sophomore year. Last year would have been junior year, so this is my 6th year, and I technically still have a red shirt. I have not redshirted yet.
So you've not used the red shirt,
right? I haven't used the red shirt.
Okay, so you may not end up using it if things go
to
plan. You won't
plan
use
is
it.
no red shirt. This is the last year for sure.
I guess just as looking at your career, obviously it's you had a couple years where you weren't playing very much. Obviously, 1 year was an injury.
Right.
Just looking back on your career, what's that kind of been like as far as your progression, dealing with some injuries, sometimes mid-season, obviously the second year took you out the whole year. What's that been like for you?
Right. It's been tough, but it's great learning curve. I'd say just one thing I'm just so grateful with the injuries is just the injuries have brought me just my journey in faith towards God. So that part I'm just extremely grateful for. But obviously when it comes to football, it hasn't been ideal. And you put so much work in throughout the whole entire year just for 12 games, and then missing out on all 12 or a couple of them it's not ideal, but I'm just grateful. I'm grateful. Year 6, I'm still getting to put on a helmet and pads and play this game.
Yeah. So I've seen some from a few different places, a few different fans. There's a lot of excitement about the tight ends because you got Josh. You guys are both really experienced. You've been around. You've played a lot of games.
Right.
Like 50 or 60 games between you guys, I think.
Right.
So what do you guys feel about you and Josh as far as that tight end room? What's that like for you guys, especially you guys at the top? You're expected to play a lot. How do you guys feel about your kind of partnership, those duo tight ends, where people are expecting both of you to play a lot and be impactful?
Right, yeah, we're excited. Brand new offense, so just super excited. Coach McGivern he's been awesome. Just really excited to work with him. And Bryson looks better than I've ever seen him look. So I'm excited. Sturs is excited for sure, and we got a bunch of stud receivers. We got a bunch of stud tight ends in the room as well, besides me and Sturs. So it'll be fun.
You see some 2 tight end sets? I know we don't see those a whole lot in college. But
I'm praying so. We'll see. We'll see what Coach McGivern has got in store.
You mentioned Bryson. I know some of the games he came in, he threw the tight ends a lot. I think the one game he threw 2 passes, and I think they were both to Josh.
Right.
If I remember right, the Hawaii game, I think.
Right.
But is he finding you guys a lot more? Because there's some quarterbacks like throwing to the tight ends. Some don't. Not that they hate their tight ends, but some just seem to look for their tight ends a little bit more.
Yeah, I'd say Bryson being at Utah has it in his blood to throw to the tight end. So
yeah,
for sure.
So mentioned some of the injury history. You feeling good this spring as far as health wise?
Yes, sir. I'm feeling good. So praying this year, no injuries.
Yeah,
man. No injuries.
I gotta ask about this. You intercepted a pass against New Mexico.
Yes, sir.
Obviously, it was your first in college. Although looking at high school, you did play defense.
Right.
Did you have any interceptions in high school?
I did not. So I only played defense my senior year and only half of it. And I didn't. Sadly, had no interceptions. It was more just rushing the passer a lot. But last year was fun, that interception.
Yeah, just how fun, because you got a bit of a return.
Right.
I know it was the end of the half, so it was kind of pick 6 or bust at that point. But I suppose that play, like, do you go back and watch that every now and again?
Yeah, it was fun. We actually watched it. I think one of the O-linemen was joking around. He's like, "Did you catch an interception?" And I was like, "I did." And Bryson pulled it up on film. And it's actually kind of funny if you rewatch it. At the very end, I pitch it back to our DB, and if he was looking, man, he had a lane, but he wasn't paying too much attention.
How does it happen where a tight end gets to play? Obviously, it was a end of half Hail Mary. Is that just kind of the situation where
we just had a situation last year where it was like, in case of end of half, end of game, me and Jalen went out there and we're pretty much the safeties. So I was running. I was like, you know what, I should knock this down. But I was like, oh, we're on like 10-yard line. There's nobody near. Might as well try to get a little points here.
Might as well. Your job as a pass catcher. Might as well catch the pass.
Exactly.
I know having a tight end in the game didn't work well for my Patriots that one time. Gronk.
Man.
That's kind of an infamous play there.
Right. And then you guys lost your 1 or 2 seed. And
that was
the year lost the Titans, right?
I think so.
Maybe first round.
That was like the last year of Tom
Right,
Brady's.
last year.
So,
that was tough.
So tight ends playing on defense doesn't work well for me,
Right.
but like obviously it worked well for you.
Right.
But kind of going back to offense, I guess just what do you see overall from this offense as a team? Like how different could it be from last year?
Right.
Obviously some same players, but what do you see from the offense overall?
Yeah, just all good things. It's going to be an explosive offense for sure. Like I said, Coach McGivern, he's a mastermind back there. He's been doing it a long time. He's won, I believe, 1 or 2 Mountain West championships. So we got a bunch of playmakers at running back. That room is stacked. Got some studs at receiver, and then obviously big on the tight end room as well. And then O-line's got a bunch of dudes, bunch of dogs up there that are ready to go. So it'll be fun.
Yeah, so tight ends, very unique group because wide receivers, they block occasionally. Running backs, they run. Sometimes they pass block. You're doing literally everything except for throwing the ball. But like, how much of the job for you is pass catching? How much is it blocking? Is there a 50-50, 60-40? Is there a good way to break that down as far as how much you're doing?
I believe this year it's going to be a little more pass catching, which that'll be fun. Kind of get us vertical, get us running. Coach McGivern likes to throw the ball, so
yeah,
it'll be exciting.
Do you see you guys' role as pass catchers maybe more crucial early in the season because you got a bunch of wide receivers who haven't caught a whole lot of passes in Division I football?
Right.
You and Josh obviously have. Do you feel like you guys might get leaned on at least early on, where those guys maybe need to catch up a little bit?
Right. I mean, we'll have to see how fall camp goes. Hopefully, I'll never complain if they're throwing me in Stirs the Rock, but we'll see how it goes.
All right, that's all I got. Thanks, Broc.
Sweet. Thank you so much.